Hello, and welcome to Space Engineers, where I have festively decorated my base to look like the upcoming Christmas holiday. Anyway, sorry, I got distracted halfway through that sentence. But yeah, I put some lights up, and because the emissives are not working in my game, they don't do nothing. So, at least I don't think they do anything. Hang on. Do they do stuff? I don't think they do stuff. There's all the... Yeah, no, they... Oh, they produce light, but that's it. So. Hold on, I got a cough now. Excuse me, hey, Jer. Welcome. Before we get into the actual game playing here today, I'm going to hop in the bed and pause, because I think there's something important we need to talk about here, which is... we need to talk about Space Engineers 2 being officially revealed and announced and up for pre-order. So, it is $30. I think was it cheaper on Steam? I don't remember. I think it was 30. No, I think it was cheaper on Steam. I think it was 20. Anyway, either way, it's around there. So we've got a very, very long and lengthy blog post here, along with a new launch trailer. But the gist of it is, if you didn't get to watch the stream today, January 27th is when the very first alpha release will come out. So this is not the release of the game. The release of the game, Merrick estimates, is probably at least 3 years away. Okay, so I just want to be really clear about this, because I've seen a lot of people being like, I can't believe they didn't put multiplayer in the first release, or I can't believe we're only getting this many blocks in the first release. This is alpha early access. Okay, so I feel like they have prioritized the correct things to go into early access, because I guarantee we do not want multiplayer right now where the actual basics of the game are barely functioning. So multiplayer, we'll get, when I'm going to scroll through this very long blog post, but we'll get to it eventually. But this is the summary. So we all know about the 25 centimeter grid system, blueprint snapping, partial copy paste. You can drag blueprints into the hotbar and use them like regular blocks, which is amazing. Grid undo and redo. So creative mode, the new voxel hand is looks a lot more stable. Symmetry tools, all that stuff in the paint tool. One thing that they talked about that's really cool is the two different ways that you could build in survival coming up, which is the normal way, where you just plop a block down and build it, but then there's also the projection build, where you essentially build in creative mode as a projection, and then you get like you could then build your thing off of the projection, which it sounds very cool. I would love to be able. It's a lore friendly way of having creative mode in survival mode. So I don't think lack of multiplayer is strange at all. Multiplayer is a difficult thing to get right, especially with a brand new engine, and I think they made the correct decision to focus, because what would have happened is, yeah, they get multiplayer out, and all of these, well, all the features that are coming in the first release are not there, right? Like, the only other option is they wait another like 6 months and then do the first alpha release with multiplayer, or something like that. I would much rather that they focus on all of this and then we get the multiplayer. Like, get the basics done. Otherwise, we have multiplayer and then we have nothing to do in multiplayer. Like Space Engineers 1 was like their first shot at this, right? Like, this, Merrick said, this is like, it's not just a sequel, it's like a reimagining. It's like, what if we did Space Engineers but correctly this time? And I like that approach to it. No, I was not playing in 2013, so I was not there for the very first releases, but I know they were super janky. And it continued to be very janky even when I started playing, so, which was many, many years into it. So Yeah, no, I'm gonna stand by it. I honestly, I mean, if they made it all the way to actual release and there was no multiplayer, that would be mind-boggling. But to not have multiplayer in the like very first alpha release makes complete sense to me. You know, like as a programmer and as a, you know, you have to prioritize the things. Although where it is in here is, I don't even know where it is. Oh, here. Having it be here, be more to come, that is a little bit baffling. I would kind of imagine it to be somewhere around here. Right? Like I would imagine it's like either right before or right after survival, you know? So having it be like water comes first and then multiplayer, that is weird. That is weird. But that could change. I'm assuming they're going to stick to this. That is weird. But having it not be right here is definitely not weird. To me, at least. I highly doubt Steam Workshop is going to be part of this game. I would be shocked if Steam Workshop was part of the game. I think it's going to be mod.io. Yeah. Umbrella Corp, are you saying why not Jetpack? Or with not Jetpack? I didn't... There's like a misspelling, sorry. Please clarify. But thank you for the compliment, appreciate it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to be mod.io only, no Steam Workshop. I'm pretty sure they said... Pretty sure they clarified that in the stream as well. I don't really like mod.io, but I understand why no Steam Workshop. Yeah. Yeah, cool. Yeah, just because Steam Workshop, it is really good, but it only works with Steam. And I've seen a lot of games do this, where they come out and they think, we're a small game, we're going to be Steam only. Let's use the Steam Workshop because we can get off the ground quick. And then they have console releases, they have Windows Store releases, they have Epic Store releases, and then all of a sudden that Steam Workshop is like an anchor holding them back, and they end up with split workshops. You know, like City Skylines had the same exact thing, Steam Workshop, and then Paradox mods, whatever. Bethesda was the same with Skyrim. Like Skyrim had Steam Workshop, and then they switched to Bethesda, and then we just ended up going around and modding it ourselves, without any of that. But it makes sense to me. Like, I don't like the interface. I mean, mod.io's interface is going to be mostly through the game, but its website interface is weird. So I wish they would have picked a different one, but I 100% understand not going with Steam Workshop. And I think it's not just for the consoles. It's yeah, it's not just for the consoles. It's, you know, because there's also going to be other, you know, there's PC releases that can't use the Steam Workshop too. It's, you know, I imagine for you know, most of the Space Engineers players on Space Engineers 1, I imagine, are on Steam. For Space Engineers 2, it's probably going to be, depending on the release schedule, probably not that same market share. Yeah. So that makes sense to me. It's disappointing. Like, the reality of it is disappointing, but I understand it. I would rather not split the modding community. I would rather everybody just hang out in the same place. But agree to disagree. So we're going to have, they're doing these vertical slices. We're going to have creative mode now with all of the new engine and stuff. Then the minor update will bring us the workshop, mod.io. Then the next minor update will bring us like improved mechanics and interface refinements. But I think that kind of just mean like any bug fixes we've done along the way, we're going to be putting out there. There's going to be more minor releases of bug fixes. Then we'll get actual mod support with additional tools, and then we'll start to get these other planets, water, whatever. So these vertical slices will get more granular over time, but they also said they wanted to do weekly blogs and maybe weekly releases. I don't know. So stuff, more intuitive, more flexible, more performant. I was kind of, the way they said about more performant was interesting, because they said there's a lot more headroom to optimize things, but they weren't focused on it. So, like, you know, make it fast, then make it good. You know, that's the thing. So they're going to optimize later. So I imagine we're going to be And when we get to the requirements part of this, we'll kind of see. But I imagine it's going to be pretty buggy and pretty not performant for a while. User interface. I don't know. Well, time will tell if this actually is more intuitive as a user interface. Some things that they showed definitely seemed like it. Just in terms of like how you interact with the world, like the voxel hands seems to be the way it interacts with voxels. This was something they showed a long time ago, but it seems like it's a lot more easy to understand where the voxel hand is and stuff, so that's good. Visual and physical revolution. Yep, a lot of GPU stuff. It's multi-core. Should be really cool. Building underwater. There's an actual story this time. They said there's going to be a campaign for it, which is interesting. So more than just these scenarios, which are kind of like a, thing that just happens to happen in the world. The scenarios that we have in SE1. There's going to be an actual lore with an actual campaign at some point. So, all right. So hardware requirements. Minimum is a 4-core 3 gigahertz CPU, Ryzen 5 2400G, which I think is a mobile chip. So that's probably equivalent to like a 3000 series Ryzen chip, somewhere in there for desktop. Intel i3 10100F, so that's several years ago's lowest end chip. So if you bought if you have a computer from the last 4 or 5 years, you will hit the minimum requirements, which means that this thing is going to be an absolute beast. Although it does seem like in terms of CPU, like going from the minimum to the recommended is not a huge jump. Like they're saying like the lowest end 10th generation is for the minimum and one of the higher end 9th generation Intels for the recommended. And it could just be because of core count. So who knows? The GPU is kind of interesting because at the low end, this seems reasonable. 1660 Super. At the high end, a 2080 Ti or a 3080 recommended. Kind of high, kind of expensive, Kind of high. Oh, I know you're not arguing. I mean, we all have our opinions and everything, and it's all going to shake out fine in the end, I'm sure. I just, to me, I like the choices that they made. It's totally fine if people have other opinions. Yeah, totally fine if we all have different opinions, because at the end of the day, we will eventually have multiplayer. We will work out all the kinks with the mods, I'm sure. Like, we'll figure out, if somebody eventually just makes their own mod manager and we all just go to Nexus or whatever and put the mods there, then, whatever. Not that that would necessarily be better, but I'm sure we will figure it out is what I'm getting at. But anyway, what I think is interesting about this is that the recommended is a pretty high-end, even still, 3080s aren't cheap. And I just think about, by the time... I'm assuming that they're doing this because by the time this game is actually released, like full-on out of alpha release, we'll probably be in the like 7,000 or 8,000 series NVIDIA cards. And so this will feel at that time like a very old card. So I'm hoping that they're doing this to be like, to give themselves the headroom for the future. And that even if we have like the lower end cards of today, we'll still run it perfectly fine. Like they're even saying this is medium, which most people run games on medium, so not too worried about it. I appreciate the unsupported column of like, technically it will run this. It will run if you have, if your specs are like this. They're just, don't file bugs about how it doesn't work, basically, is kind of what they're saying. So, yeah. Yeah, I think you're right about that, Ajir. It's not just the headroom for the future. It's also because it is going to be poorly optimized from the beginning. And then hopefully many optimizations are still ahead of us. So, and it does say right there, optimize and scale performance further. So, yeah, this was a bit of a shock to me at first because I'm not used to seeing games asking for like a 3080, but I guess we are kind of getting to that point. 3080s are a couple years old now, but yeah, I would say don't worry too much about this. If your computer's within the last 5 years, you'll probably be okay. Let's see. Early adopters have access to all current and future slices, dedicated feedback channels, regular live and dev streams, and development updates. I mean, pretty sure everybody has access to this, but let's see. There's also, I think it's in this blog somewhere, but there's also the Pioneer Edition DLC, which mostly just has, at the moment, it's like the soundtrack, some dev blog or dev diary and concept art and stuff like that. It's basically like a, would you like to further support the development of this game, then buy this thing. We will give you some stuff, but really not much. It's truly just like, would you like to kick a couple extra bucks to us? But when I say a couple extra, I think it's like $15. So it's not, it is by no means cheap. So I did pre-order already. Absolutely. I want to be in this thing on day one, experiencing the brand new type of jank. So, but yeah, the Pioneer thing, definitely, I mean, you should all consider, carefully whether or not you want to purchase in alpha, because it is going to be, it's like when City Skylines 2 came out and it was like, boy, this thing really should have just been like an early access alpha because it is not ready. And then like a year went by and it was like, okay, now we're getting somewhere. We're getting close to what feels like it should be the release of it. You know, like this is going to be like that, except properly labeled, right? There's going to be a lot of bugs and there's going to be changes. And even when we start getting to make mods, the mods are going to be breaking constantly because they're going to be iterating a lot and they're going to be changing things. So, but yeah, I love to experience all that stuff. So I don't mind throwing some money at it just to have it around. And if it doesn't go anywhere, like if they cancel it or whatever, then, you know, whatever. I will have had my enjoyment out of it, for sure. I'm assuming this is not going to be like a Starfield type situation where I got very, very excited about that, and then it was like, oh, well, this sucks, and there's really no chance that it's going to get better. So, yeah. Keen has, it may take a very long time, but they do actually improve things over time. So, let's see. I know there is going to be the update for Space Engineers 1 coming up soon. It kind of sounded like they're going to continue. In fact, does it say in here? I believe they're going to continue working on Space Engineers 1 a little bit. I feel like they feel that it's pretty much done, but that they're still going to be putting out updates for it and stuff. So, and that would be very good because, like they said, it's probably going to be a couple of years before this thing is actually to a state where we want to actually play it all the time with each other. All right, so lots of bugs. It's only a portion of the game. All features are subject to change. We're currently gathering feedback. That's what I like about early access things, is that you can give feedback and they might actually listen to it. So, oh yeah, good. Okay, I missed that part of the stream. About how much was still dedicated to SE1. So good. So that's a pretty decent sized team, 30 people for SE1. Cool. So yeah, I think we will still be able to play SE1 for quite some time while we wait for SE2. So for me, personally, I plan to do Space Engineers 2 streams on occasion during this process. Excuse me. Just to show off whatever's going on and fool around with it and see what the changes are and make fun of it if it's goofy and stuff. So, but I'm expecting frequent updates. So we'll see. But I don't know that type of content can be interesting too much without getting too repetitive. Like, I could try to build something in Space Engineers 2, but if it's changing constantly, it might be frustrating. So, I mean, we'll play it by ear. But I plan to continue in SE1 for quite some time. And stuff, and then the teams. Oh, does it say here? Look at that. I was going to get there, Ajir. 70 dedicated people for SE2. Including Merrick. I only know this person. I don't know any of these other people. 30 developers for SE1 still. I love the screenshot so much because this is showing off the ray traced global illumination because there's no actual light source here, but the game is perceiving the voxel hands as a bright object, and so it is casting ambient light all over the place. That's a fantastic thing. I love that. I think a lot of people maybe don't realize that SE1 also has screen space global illumination, SSGI type deal. There's a little bit of a, it's not real-time ray tracing, but there's ray tracing happening in the game. Hey Sam, thanks for the subscription. Or subscribing. It's not, subscription sounds weird in YouTube because you're not paying for it, but thank you for subscribing. You can see that there's another part in one of the videos where you can see through a window and you can see like a perfect reflection along the inside the window. I thought that was really cool. I'm very excited for the graphical updates. So anyway, a lot of cool changes. The planets are looking really good. There's a couple of, oh, here's the new Earth-like planet, which is called what? Almagest is the system. It's got 2 stars. One of the stars is in the center and the other one orbits around the outside. Hey, Rumblestrip. Verdure, I don't know how you say it. Earth-like potential. And then a Mars-like, and then Byblos, I don't know, a water world. So that world will come later. So we'll get our first 2 planets, and then we'll get the other one, and then presumably they'll add more. So there's some really good screenshots in on the website in the press kit. There's some really good looking screenshots of just the planets, and some of them just look completely photorealistic. Yep. So concept art, good stuff. Pioneer Edition, I talked about that. You can get some of the soundtrack on YouTube already. It sounds pretty good. SE1 blocks will not all be coming to SE2. I guess they're going to do it where it makes sense, but all of them have to be rebuilt. So it's not just a matter of export, export the models, put them in SE2. They got to be reconfigured to meet with the new like destruction system and stuff like that. So and there's this little bit of design difference between the two. So let's see. So creative mode, can I transfer my grids? So I was looking at the grid exporter. This is a interesting thing because you can add it as a mod to the current game. A lot of steps. And then you run a command in the chat, and then you can either say, like, as you can tell it what to do with grids that have blocks that are not in the new game, and you could either tell it leave those spaces blank or fill them in with armor. And that's basically what these true and false do. I don't know what happens if you mix and match true and false, but that decides what to do with blocks that don't exist in the new system. So, and I think we can see, because there is I already went past it. Hold on. There's a graphic in here of all of the blocks. Here we go. I don't know if I can, how big I can make this. There's this graphic here. All the blocks that are going to be available from the start. So this is everything that'll be in the game in the first alpha release. The assembler is the size of the DLC assembler. It's the 4 or 2x2x1 in the old parlance. So if you have a normal assembler that's 1x1x2, it's not going to be able to fit this in the spot necessarily. So it'll probably just take that assembler out. Yeah, and fill it up with armor or whatever. I do think it's really interesting. Like, same with the gravity generator is now twice as big. But I do think it's really interesting that they've kind of leaned on the updated designs, like the warfare design for the reactors and the heavy industry designs for the refinery and the assembler. Same with the cargo. Like, they've leaned on the newer designs, and then further updated them, which I think is interesting. Same with the solar panels. Everything is the newer designs, but then further refined. I like the button panel. I like the medical room being actually room-like and symmetrical. I love the gyroscopes being fully encased, which is very cool. I like the design aesthetic of the new blocks. So I also like these wall pieces, so we can make like actual corridors and stuff. I think that's pretty cool. We can make our own corridors. We only have spotlights, 2 spotlights, and some corner lights, and interior lights. These are shadow casting. I don't know if you saw that in the videos, but these are all shadow casting lights, which is very cool. No turrets, 1 fixed Gatling cannon, bunch of windows, some catwalks, some railings, which used to be DLC if I recall, weren't they? And this control seat, 1 cockpit, nicer and looking antenna, 1 door. So I don't know, good enough. Good enough to start. We'll be able to make a mining ship and then do nothing with the ore, basically. So I'm assuming that here it says like some blocks currently have limited functionality. I'm assuming they're talking about, like, I think they specifically said assembler won't work. I'm assuming refinery won't work. I'm assuming medical room won't work. I'm basically assuming anything that basically hooks into the survival system won't work. I'm actually kind of surprised that the drills work, you know, but there's no batteries yet, so we'll all just be on, because we're only in creative mode, so we'll all just be on reactors and solar panels, presumably. I don't even know why we need solar panels, to be honest, but they look cool. So GravGen, yeah, GravGen works. There you go, GravGen works. Bunch of different types of pillars. Okay, I think we've spent enough time on this. Let's build a truck. Anything else we want to? Yeah, okay. Let's get back in the game here. Let's let me get my stream thing back up there. There we go. Okay. Back in good old Space Engineers 1, where there is a thunderstorm happening. They also said, like, scripts, like the scripting ability would be coming much later, and actually kind of worried me a little bit the way they were talking about it maybe not being there at all, which kind of worried me, because they were, you know, they asked about the scripting, and Yan was like, well, you know, scripting really bogs down the servers quite a lot, and it's hard to get it really performant, and most people just turn it off. And I was like, yeah, but what about when I'm not on a server and I want to run a bajillion scripts and I want to write scripts? So we'll see how that goes. Hey, it's been a while and I forgot what I was even doing with this truck. So I think it was Chad recommended that I do go ahead and reverse this from the way it currently is, so that I can put like a camera here and drive the truck under this and then connect from the truck. Because I was originally thinking we would put all the controls on the trailer, but I'm actually liking the idea of putting that all on the truck. So we're going to do that at some point. First, though, we need wheels. I think we are going to put another set of wheels on the back, like right here. So we'll have 3 sets of wheels on the back here. And then the other thing we need to do is get some batteries on the top of the truck here. So, my options were, someone suggested in the comments that we take this top out and just fill up the space in between with small batteries. And, not sure how I feel about that. I kind of would rather put large batteries on top. Although it would mess with the aesthetic for sure. Would definitely mess with the aesthetic. I could put... I could embed batteries in the... Oh, no, I can't, because there's a thing there. Oh, no, I could get 2 batteries... Ah, jeez. I'm stuck. I could get 2 batteries up into that thing, 2 big batteries. Maybe that would be enough if I just put 2 big batteries in the arm here and then fill up the middle with small batteries. We could do that. Then we... There we go. Why don't we do that? So... Yeah, we can fit a lot of little batteries in here. I think we're going to want to take off the top here. And I'm going to need a lot of components. How many little batteries do we think we can queue up here? Why? Oh, because I'm in large good. There we go. How many do we maybe want? Let's say we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's say we queue up 12 of them for now. And put that, like, let's go throw that in there. Alright. Get up on top. You know, with regard to Space Engineers 2, like, even before I was actually playing it, I did occasionally see videos about it. And you would see, who's that one guy that sometimes hangs out with, Wasted Space? Who would do, like, the news, like the Space Engineers news announcements where he basically complained about everything every single week, comically. I imagine there's going to be a lot of that going around with Space Engineers 2, but knowing how SE1 turned out, I'm not going to be too concerned about. Do I want? Yeah, okay. I should be able to reach. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh yeah, I forgot these were 7 long. Okay. 8, 9, 10. Oh, I should not do that because I can't weld these up. Okay, let's grab these. Oh, I hope I can... Oh, I'm not going to be able to weld them. On there. Okay. Oh, I can't even grind them. Well. This turned into a cluster, didn't it? How am I going to get you out of there? No, keep guessing. I will easily remember this person's name once I stop playing the game and stop thinking about it, so. But that's not going to be for a while. Let's see if I could... Oh, yeah, here. Perfect. Alright, so... Alright, what am I holding on to? Don't need you. Don't need you. Okay, good. That was close. Why is there... oh, okay. I gotta remember that this was connecting... This was actually connecting to these two things that I just ground down. And that's why I picked up the parts that I just put away. Which means that actually there's like 2 more batteries right above this that I can't reach, doesn't it? Can I get them from... I'll be able to maybe go through this side. I don't know if I can get up there now. I'm gonna miss mods like this. I know there's like some features being added to do some like build info stuff. Oh, come on. Oh, okay, that worked out. All right, and the sun's going down. All right, let's put all these back in. So this was one of those, and then we had conveyor, like curved. Is that what this was? All reinforced tube. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Curved. Go. Okay. Now we're going to have to go back under there and fix all that up. Alright, so we probably had, I'm going to have to go back and get the parts for these, but this was probably a small reinforced container. Yeah, right there. And then a T junction. Yes. Good. And now everything should be piped back up again. And I can cover all this back up. Is that how that was? Yeah, seems good enough. Seems good enough. And then we come down from there, which means we should probably go... Let's go get those other parts. Unknown signal coming down. I think I might be full of some battery parts too. Oh no, I'm not, because I didn't put them in my list. Okay. Let's go back to here. Bring this back down. So, oh boy. Alright, I think, so that's 7. We could go 8, 9, 10, 11, and then I would have 22 of them. If I just filled up to there. I don't want to fill up like every single space with batteries, and I want to keep them kind of low if possible. So... maybe we'll just do 22. We'll go to here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I got to figure out how to get under that and weld those, right? Yep, I do. Yep, I do. Okay. Might as well place the top ones then, as long as I'm here, because I will be able to weld those. And we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Grab all those. So let's see, that was 8 of the 11, so there should be 3 more plus the 4 underneath, so we're gonna end up needing what did I just say? 4 and 3, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 2 of these. Okay. going to go ahead and set all of these batteries right now. I assume that's all these small batteries. How many are there? 22. Perfect. I'm going to set them all to recharge for now, and I know it's going to drain all the power from the base, but I would like them all to just get charged up and not accidentally be used for powering the base. Oh yeah, I didn't actually grab any more. So let's see, we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? I think. All right, we're gonna race Space Engineers 2 to see what gets done first, this truck or Space Engineers 2. So I'm gonna take out the thing that I just put in. All right, this is light armor still. I might have to. Can I reach? Alright, where's my other ones? I think there's one there. Yep. Can I get to that one? Okay. Now where's the last one? Is it... I think it's probably sitting on top of... Yeah, it's right there. Oh, I wonder if I could get that from the outside. Because otherwise I have to take out... Ooh, I wonder if I could get that from the back. Otherwise I'd have to take out the cargo network there. Let's plan to hopefully not do that. Oops. Oh. Yeah, I'm just having one of those days, you know, where you do something and then you realize you can't weld it. Okay. Now let's see. I do wonder if I could reach that from here if I put this back down. No. There we go. Okay, I think that's enough. I think that's enough batteries there. We'll seal ourselves back up. Then we'll go work on the top batteries.
Energy low.
What else am I low on? Nothing. Okay. Sit in the cockpit for a second. I'm going to take a drink of water. If you're liking the stream, please consider throwing a like on the stream. That would be very helpful. Let's see. There we go. My monitor screen was a little messed up there. Alright. Back at it. And what am I doing? Crouching? Oh, walking. There we go. Let's see. I need to be on top. Still some lightning off in the distance there. Alright, not much left to do. I think we're going to throw some wheels on it. And then, do... what do we need to do after we put wheels on it? Get the battery, the other two batteries and the big batteries. I want to reverse the hitch, which should take just a minute. We'll get the wheels on it, and then I think we could probably disconnect it from the base What else would we even need to do? What else would we need to do? I mean, we could make this a little bit more robust back here. But we don't. It doesn't have to be connected for that, so. Alright, let me put these other... That was weird. Let me put these other batteries in. I'm going to have to go from the bottom just so I can mark out where these are going to go. They're going to go here. I'm gonna see. I think we're gonna do the warfare battery. And what's gonna look cooler? If we're seeing this on the underside. Oh, is this 3 wide? I think this was 2 wide. Why am I stuck in the truck again? Let's see, that won't fit there if that's that big. That will not fit the way I was thinking. Let's see then. Never mind. I could embed it in the top so it only sticks up a half a block, which might not be that bad. Actually, that would probably be okay. Let's do that. Let me put this bottom layer back in. Get back to you. I don't know why I was thinking those were 4x4. That was silly. Alright, let's get up top. On the top, we have a little bit more leeway because we don't have to worry about where the conveyor is. So we could go... Let's see, how do we want to do this? We would lose this piece right there. We could go out there with it. Then I would lose this little nice shape right there, which would be unfortunate. Or I could just plop them on the no, because we measured that out perfectly, didn't we? 2, 3. I could just do one battery like right in the middle here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Yeah, why don't we just do that? Then I won't worry about it. We don't need a lot of battery for this. Alright, what were these things? These spots. These were like... these. Okay. And we're going to cut out... This might actually help with weight a little bit when the when the ship is on the back and stuff like that. Yeah, that could look okay. Yeah, it looks fine. I might do like a... I might just leave it where it is. I was gonna say I could kind of do a little like clamping effect around it or something. Here, why don't we try that? Let's weld it up first and then see. Oh, man. Really hoping the truck is done before SE2. But we'll see. Set this to recharge. Will the truck be done before batteries are in Space Engineers 2? All right. That's not bad. So I'm thinking then, just as a little something something, we'll put maybe just like along the sides. We'll just do this to hold it down. There. There we go. That doesn't look bad. In fact, let's go stand over here from the doesn't look bad position and see how it doesn't look. Looks good. I like it. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that being there. All right. Let's flip this around. And let's see. We should be able to turn you on and do a velocity here. I think we're at our, yeah, we're at our angle limit there, but that's okay. Take that off. Take that off. Then do I still have the block there? This, we need the advanced rotor. And we want, oh man, this is where this gets gonna get interesting. So I gotta make sure I get 0 in the front, which I think is that. Let's weld that up. Yes, okay. And then for the part, we have to be really careful about also making sure the 0 is in the front. So there's the 0 line. So we need to make sure that it is that way. There we go. And now we can, let's see. I'm going to try and get it as close as I can to 0 degrees here, but doesn't matter because we're just going to turn it, come on, off and let it hang. Let it hang loose. Oh, I'm stuck. There we go. Okay. All right. What is my character doing here? Okay. Good, that's fine, that's good. Good and fine, fine and good. We should put a little camera there so that I could be very, very close. And I doubt that I have the parts for a camera. No, I don't. Okay. That work? Yes. Good, good. Okay, so that's good. We are going to have to put some lights on it at some point, but we could do that another time. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks in between here, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's right. So where are we coming out? Like the very front of that connector? 3. There we go. So that's where our wheel is going to go. Now I have to look because I don't remember if I intended for the last block to be a placeholder. I think I did. Yeah, so we're going to lose the unwelded blocks off the edge of this to put the wheels on. Before I do that, I'm just going to fill some of this in. I kind of like this not being filled in. But I'm going to do like a just a little just something to kind of make it look like it's being held in place. You know, but other than that, we're going to keep it open like that. Now along here, I am going to fill this in a little bit on the outside. Well, it's going to be time to go grab a drink. Let's see. We'll get around to the back of that in a minute because I want to be able to put some lights back there. But I'm going to do this. And I'm going to place this block because I think I might want that there. Yeah, I don't know why I'm doing that, but I like it for now. I think I'm going to... someone warned me when my water level is getting low. When my thirst is getting low or high or whatever. And then I'll go take a nap. Because the wolves are howling. I should probably get some sleep. Now, some of you may be wondering, what are my holiday streaming plans? And I'm glad you asked, because I also have no idea. I'm playing it by ear. I know there's probably going to be... the Thursday streams might get kind of messed up. But I'm going to be off of work for the next 2 weeks after tomorrow. So the streaming schedule is probably just going to be more like whatever I feel like. So I think... Here, I'm going to do this, and I think I'm going to put lights... I know I'm changing subjects rapidly. I'm going to put lights on the edge of that right there. I want to cover this up just a little bit. I think I'm going to go like this. So yeah, so we'll do... still going to be doing Halo at least one more time this year. And then we'll be able to talk about what we're going to do next year, which I don't have a concrete plan for, but I got good ideas. So... There will definitely be more streams for sure. Let's see. I want something right on there. What could we... I feel like I'm overusing... If I overuse this half slope block, is it a motif or is it lazy? So I want to do something... Yeah, I'm just going to do that. That looks good. Something about the older style blocks with the rounded corners. I feel like I need to support them better. You know, every block should feel supported, is what I'm saying. I think that looks good. Let me go grab some water. Actually, I think all my water's in the truck, isn't it? It is, and so is all of my pee. Why don't I grab all of that? Grab some food too. Then we'll go in, take a quick nap, dump the pee in the water recycler. Come on, food. There we go. Take a nap, get some light out here. I am so excited for planets in Space Engineers 2. Like I said, some of the screenshots that you can see from the tests that they've done, like, it just looks like photorealistic terrain, which is absolutely nuts. Caves, you know. That doesn't go in there. I know why I did that. That's a good amount of water. I think I'm just going to hold on to that water. But yeah, cave systems they're working on. Significantly higher detail terrain, as in, like, the terrain maps used to generate the planets is much, it's, down to, I don't remember what the measurement is, but yeah, like the terrain maps that they use to generate planets now, there's a certain resolution to them. It's a lower or a higher resolution rather terrain map, so we will get much more detailed. We can do much more detailed terrain, and then on top of that, the game will generate very fine details on top of the height maps. So I'm very excited for that. The atmospheric effects look much more realistic. The clouds look much more realistic. I really hope that all makes it into the final release. All right. What are we doing with wheels? Why do I still have gigantic wheels on my hotbar? This is the right side, which is what I want. So there, our first wheel is going to be one in. Okay, let me just take all these off. It's going to be one in from right there. Siri, I'm not talking to you right now. Let's see. We want the right. There we go. Right there. Right there. Right there. Okay. Not the weirdest looking thing. Get some lefts. These are the lefts. Left there. Left there. Left. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Left there. All right. Is that going to look... Let me go to the other side where you can actually see the whole thing. Yeah, hey John, I think we're going to put gyros in the truck itself. I left empty space inside the truck to throw gyros and automation blocks and timers and whatnot, so... that's not bad. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. Those are going to be mostly drag, so I think we're going to be okay. And I'm not too worried about the turning. Unless we want to... No. No, I think that's good. I think that's good. Let's weld this all up. Good, and then I got my camera in there too. But yeah, don't let me forget the gyros, because we got to go back and fill in the empty spots in the cab of the truck too. There's still a lot to do, unfortunately. We're getting close to being able to release it and have it be a standalone vehicle, but there's still more work to be done with it. I guess I could probably also bring this design into the body of this as well if we wanted. But yeah, you can see right here, this is the empty spots where the stuff's gonna go. So one of the interesting questions about SE2 that I've seen multiple people bring up is the build states and the destruction states in the new game. So, you know, it looks... Well, actually, we haven't seen any build states at all. Presumably, the build states are going to actually match the final states more than this game does, but, you know, for the early blocks. But will they be similar to this, where, you know, you get distinct build states for each... You know, like each build state replaces the previous build state? Will they build upon each other? And then after you have partially destroyed a block and a piece of it has flown off, what does it look like when you repair it? Like, if I partially repair it, do I get like a partial build state over it that, like, you know, maybe replaces part, like the missing part, with like a frame? You know, that'd be pretty cool. Or does it just like weld back up, you know? Or will it be like when you weld up a deformed armor block, you know, like it'll, like the missing pieces will slowly just kind of return as you weld it back up, you know? Who knows? Oh, I should get the other side while I'm here too. Let me get that camera. Yep. Jeez. There we go. I bet you that camera is gonna be... It's so close to this hinge. It's gonna be ridiculous to look through it. We're gonna be like right up on it. Wish I had like a pistol whip button. I could just whack that. Okay, anyway, I'm distracted again. What was I doing? Getting the parts. Sometimes I think about how much time I would have saved if I'd actually run a non-sorter limited pipe over to the truck so that I could pull things without having to walk all the way back over here. But probably better if I don't think about it. I'm also hoping that the build states are a little bit more realistic in the sense of, like, you know, this wheel, which I am currently stuck in. There we go. This wheel does not appear in its final state to actually be filled with a metal frame. It appears to be mostly rubber or whatever this material is, and the metal is only in the hubcap here, so, or in the rim, whatever it is. You know, so it'd be nice if the build states kind of took that into account. You know, like we can drive around on the unwelded wheels, but you probably shouldn't actually be able to. You know, it is really nice to have that, but have that ability. I'll tell you one thing that they also mentioned on the stream that was pretty cool was, you know, they have water, which means they have fluid, they have liquid, and so they have also thrown around ideas about what if we did lava, you know, because they can, you know, if you saw the demos from back in the day on Twitter, they have, like, they can adjust the viscosity and all sorts of the, you know, the properties of the water. So, like, they could do, like, a thick flowing lava that hurts you. They talked about, like, well, we could just have gases, you know, because it's all just fluids. So, that's cool stuff, if you ask me. I think I might make this whole... Yeah, it's good. I was going to say I might make the whole thing. Ooh, let's make that. Yeah, that battery is silver now. Okay, it's chrome. The, yeah, so the water in most of the I can't jump up this side, I don't think. The water in most of the demos does look very gel-like. In a lot of the still shots, it looks very good. Still shots as in shots where the water is simply a still body of water. Like, not still images. Video where the water is still, is what I'm saying. The water looks very good there. But when it's in all of the demos where it's flowing, which admittedly are years old at this point, it does look very much like a runny jello is flowing. So, would it look weird if I made all of the containers chrome? Yes, it would. Okay. All right. What did I forget? What did I forget? We got this thing. I did want to put some lights on it. Let's put some lights on it. Where do I keep the lights these days? We're going to put some spotlights on it too. Let's make the lights chrome. That sounds good. I don't have any construction components on me, do I? And I also don't have any in stock. Let's make like 100 of them. Yeah. Let's see, where else should we put some lights? Probably want some lights along the side here so I could see the ground. We're going to have to put headlights on the front of this. I might do... Let's see. Let's put a light like here and here. I should just weld these up as I go. Yeet. I think we are going to put some spotlights. There's my Christmas trees. Put some spotlights along it as well. I forgot which way I did this. I did it facing upwards, right? No, I put them on the bottom. Okay. That's good. That's good. Alright, what do these new spotlights look like? So we could do... we should do a spotlight like shining back on the floodlight corner. Just, there we go. Okay. Floodlight angled. So we could do... Let's say I might have to change. Unless we did it right there. What would the angle be? I guess that would be okay like that. We'll do it like that. And I'll probably do another light like right there. And then we'll get a little bit of different area lighting. I should probably do a light very close. You know, we'll just stretch this one out. It'll be fine. What do you guys need, huh? Bulletproof glass? And girders. Okay. Alright, so we'll do one there. Oh, the lighting in SE2 looks so good. I cannot... Like, when I say that I am okay that they focused on what they did instead of multiplayer, that's the kind of thing that I'm talking about. What's the difference between corner R and... diagonal? Okay, I get it. It's the way the base is. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. I think I probably want it like this. I'm going to have it kind of go out the side. Alright, so this is R, so we need L like that. Grab one of those. Let's see. Oh, am I going to want it going both directions? I don't think so. I think this is fine. It's mainly just to see what's going on kind of on the sides of the truck as I'm turning. Like if I'm going to clip something or something. Something or something. Yes, good. You can't see that at all in the daylight. Yeah, that does not quite do what I wanted, but that's okay. It'll still light up the area enough. I mean, actually, that'll be good. Well, I say that and then I realize what I've gotten myself into. When you park the ship, it'll be basically shining directly into the cockpit. So that may or may not be what I want. Oh. Let's see. We're going to need buttons to release. Oh, I'm stuck again. Seriously. Buttons for the piston that's underneath. Oh, John, you are right on time with your question. You are right on time with that. Where is the... I just want the button. Which one of these turns it? Here we go, that thing. Give me that. I'll put that right there. And let's see, do we want one on each side? Or do I want it like one right in the middle? I'm thinking one on each side. We'll just go there. And there. Yeah, I don't think I want gyros on override on the trailer. Did I not pull the computers out? Oh, I did not. Just because the ground over here is very hilly, and so the trailer is going to be, like, naturally rocking back and forth, and I don't want it to be fighting the cab, if that makes sense. Too much, I'd rather just stay level with the ground. So, oh yes, a ladder. That's a good call. I did want to do a ladder, because I don't always want to have to run up the front of the truck. Good call. Okay. This button, look at all this stuff. We're gonna have to have a cleaning session for the... Alright, which one of these? Welder, 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 welder. That's probably this one. So it's just going to be reverse. There it is. Okay, a little much, little much. Put it down before we destroy everything. We'll have to dial that in a little bit. I also need to put a mag plate on the bottom of it. But don't let me... And in fact, let me program this, and then we're going to do that right away before I forget, because it'll be really hard to do that once we are broken free of the... Once we're broken free of my lift here. So let me grab a mag plate. Yeah, the piston is very well hidden. I kind of like it right there. Very well hidden. Oh, let's make it chrome. Why not? Since I've got the chrome selected, we'll just make everything chrome from now on. Because we're just doing all the details. I should see how much battery the bucket truck has left. Since it doesn't have the solar panels anymore, it does not have the ability to recharge itself, but pretty sure it has like 2 days of power left. Okay. Alright, so that is good. We'll have to put... I should probably do a second set of buttons for turning the mag plate on and off. So why don't I grab another button? There are actually there are small grid button panels, aren't there? But they're not really good for, they're not really good for this, are they? No, that's a button stand. You know. It's like this thing, right? The console module? Yeah, that's not going to look good. Sticking out of the side there. So, okay, so buttons it is. Oh, while I'm here, let's grab... How tall are ladders? How tall is a small grid ladder? Oh, I could have just looked at this one. It is... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tall? Or is it 4? You know what? What is it? It's 5. It's 5 tall. 3 by 5 by 5. Alright, and then my... Well, that's kind of awkward, though, because my... those are 3 tall. So I could... Okay, so we'll just do 2 ladders. Did I put here big? Put big letters, didn't I? Tiny ladders. Give me your tiny ladders. Alright, so I think what we'll end up doing is pretty soon we will release this thing from its connection here. Although I gotta be really, really sure. Oh, well, actually, once I have the piston under it. I can still kind of lift it up. And I'm not really worried about the majority of anything that's under here. It could just be how it is. Yeah, so we have to bust it off, and then we have to finish up the front of the truck. And then I guess I'll throw a gyro in the side here just to have one. And then I don't know what else I'm going to put in there yet, because I don't know what I need. Might not need anything, because I'm pretty well self-sufficient with just driving around, presumably. I might add an event controller or two for when you hook up. When you hook up to the connector, will like automatically set the batteries and stuff like that. That's usually a nice to have. So, what was I doing? Ladders and buttons. And this button is going to be for the mag plate we just added. Let's do... We'll just do switch lock, because it'll auto lock, and then we'll just unswitch it. And so we'll do an unswitch, and then we'll have the piston reverse. And that should be okay. All right. I like where we're at here. Ladders. Ladder on the truck cab too might have been good, but I think I can still kind of walk up the truck cab. Let's see, I want it to be... We might have to test this a little bit. If I put it like here, am I able to walk off the top, or does it have to be up there? Either way is fine with me, because it just kind of sticks out. It's going to stick out either the top or the bottom. So I kind of would prefer it to stick out the bottom. So let's see if this works. Not the best. Not the best. Okay. So if we take our ladder and put it there, I can definitely reach it from the ground, because I can, with the thing raised up here, I can still jump up to it, so. There we go. Perfect. Love it. Go do one on the other side. Okay. There we go. Now we've got ladders. Feel like we're in decent shape here. Yeah, I think we could probably go ahead and cut her loose. I think before I do that, I'm going to build a front ramp here so that we could do this, do a test drive down and up and around. Let me go retract the giant piston here. If I could remember what button does that. Piston, welder. Yeah, that's right. I forgot it takes a while. That's fine. We have time. Going to reverse this back down. Oh, excuse me. Should be able to just ramp. What do I need for ramps? We need big ramps. We need interior plates and construction components. But mostly I need interior plates, right? And I have 18 of those. That might not be enough, but that's okay. Don't remember what color the ground is, so it's going to be that color. Grab some more, because I think we're going to need to do a couple of rounds of this. I should probably break those down at some point. Alright, so on this side, we had to go 2 rounds of it. And what did we use on the underside? Did we use upside down ramps? Or did we just... Yeah, we used upside down ramps. Okay. Cool, cool, coolio. Some point we're gonna weld this all up. I may, once we have a ton of materials, I may have a cheat day and throw the build and repair in and just be like, weld up only armor blocks and just have it distribute my steel plates to everything, and then we'll take it back out. Is anybody opposed to that idea? Because I feel like that would help me with a lot of very tedious work. And then, in addition, we're probably going to put some railings up around here so that we don't lose all this stuff. But, alright, last minute check. Anything else that I care about? We do need to... Anything else I care about that I can't do after this is disconnected? Let's connect this and hope we don't clang out. We did not clang out. Very good. We are a little compressed. I should be able to just kind of adjust that. Oh, this needs to be off as well. So we'll go to about there. Yeah, and you need to be... rotor lock is off. Okay, block is off. There we go. I did have angles set on that, but now I don't remember what I had for the angles. The max angles. I think... Okay, hold on, I'm reading chat. Depowered gyro as a backup to flip over the trailer. That is a good idea. That is a good idea. I'll find a place to stick a gyro. In fact, I've got just the place. But first, let's see, we need to go... I think we were going to stick with less than 9... Actually, is it... What's the... There's no limits right now, right? I think we probably want... Let's say 75... Or like negative 75 and 75. Let's try that for now. So we can't do 90 degrees. Maybe I do want to be able to do 90 degrees in a pinch. I wouldn't want to go more than that. Still a little concerned about the turning radius here, but we'll check it. That'll be the first thing we check when we drive out of here. Okay. So we're connected there. I'm going to drop it first, and then I'm going to sever it from each other and make them two separate grids. Let's see, where can we... Oh yeah, the gyros are going to go in the top. So let's grab some gyros. And... Oh, Prototech gyros. Can't use those. Tiny. Let's do... Let's do 4... Oops. Let's do 2 gyros in the cab and 4 in the trailer. Just because if I need to flip the cab, same deal. But I think I could probably do it with 2. If we need to flip the trailer this way, it's going to be really, really heavy if it's full of 4. So I'm not entirely convinced that it will even work if it's full, but be better than nothing. Did I put gyros in here yet? I don't think so. What is that? Flight stick. Cool. Cool, cool. We haven't done anything with the flight mod yet. The aerodynamics mod. Alright, so I'm going to put you back there. Oh, you know what, though? I should actually make sure these are facing the right the proper direction, because if I'm using them for overrides, it'll be easier to get the I don't have, that's an empty surface down there, so I'm gonna have to put it right here. Ooh, there's like 1 pixel I could put it on. Ah, which way is the front? I'm assuming it's... Hang on. I'm assuming the front is this. With the big eyeball. Yeah, well. Can I get it on that? I can't get it on that surface, can I? Nope. Well then, can I fill in... Here, hold on. Oh, I just recolored that. Can I get under here? Oh, there's nothing there. Yeah, okay.
Inventory full.
There's a surface there. Why wasn't it letting me put it down there? Annoying. Okay. I guess I could put them in the front too, but weight distribution wise, that might be kind of sucky. Okay, let's see if I can get it with that block out of the way. Oh no, because look, it's oh yeah. It's the middle section that doesn't have a... Okay, hang on. It's stuck again. Yeah. Yeah, these are... Right, it's above the thrusters that doesn't have a thing. Okay, I'm going to find a different spot to put these. Just because this is going to be a frustrating and annoying thing, and I don't want to tear this apart just to get gyros into one spot. We can put them... Actually, we could just put them... They could be a decorative piece on the outside of the cab. So... we could put them, like right here. Put them, like, right here. So, I'm assuming... Like I said, I'm assuming this is forwards. And that's not the right spot. Yeah, Sebastian, we are... Sorry, I missed your chat there. Yeah, we are making a truck that we can... Oops. That we can use to go mining, basically. So we've got the cab, and then we've got the truck, and the truck is basically a ton of containers, and we'll be able to carry the miner with us to go and fill these things up. So... It's inspired by Splitsy's Goose, if you're familiar with that. Alright, now the gyros for the back is going to be a bit easier, because I do have an actual spot that those can go. That is right on top of the batteries. Or right in front of the battery. No, we're going on top, because I can get to them. Yeah. Now, presumably, we'll just make them that color. Again, presuming the front. We don't actually need deployable solar, but now that you bring that up, Fanatic, the... Oh, am I out? Did I not grab enough? we had planned originally on just covering this thing in solar panels. I'm remembering that now. And I think that was part of the reason I subconsciously left the top uncovered, was so that we could put solar panels on top. But why don't we see if we can do that? They might not fit particularly evenly, but we'll try it out. We'll see what works. That's a good idea. I'm glad you brought that up. There's always more things that we can do. I'm happy to just keep on doing more things. See how I use that ladder there instead of jumping up the front of the truck? I'm learning. I do hope that the solar panels in Space Engineers 2 are a more better shape, in the sense of, like, these are always a weird. So it's 5 by 10, but it's a corner is the placing spot. So it's, you know, it's not the worst, but could be worse. It could be an even number, although I guess oh, and we can't place, it has no connection on the bottom. That's right, I forgot. So I'll have to put something in the middle. Good night, Jir. Thanks for watching. That shouldn't be a problem though. So we're gonna plan on having them be there. Are they? They're not the same width as one of these, right? Yeah. These are each 7, and this is 10. So if I did 1, it's going to go 3 over, and then 1, 2, 3. So it'd be there, which is going to run into my battery. So I could do 1, or 2 rather. I could do 2 solar panels, because if we went this way, it's an even number, which is annoying. So it's not going to go across. So yeah, we could do 2 of them, which would be better than nothing, for sure. Oh, wait, actually, wait. 1, 2, 3. Oh, maybe we could do 2. Ooh, hang on now. Let me count this out. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That was not proper counting. Hang on. Multi-tool. Multi-tool. Put the multi-tool in. One of these things, measure. Okay, how does this work? Nope, that's not it. There we go. Yep. No, I want small grid. I want the small grid blocks. How many blocks is small grid blocks? Yeah, okay. Again, wasting my time with the thing when I could just count. It's 1, 2, 3. It'll be fine. We could do 2. We need to do. I need some kind of anchor for them to attach to. Let's take this out and say. Let's do. We'll just kind of crop up with this and then go back down. I can even put a light on the top of this then. Mini piston with a rotor to track when you lock down the mag plate. So like to have the solar panel track the sun when we're locked down. I have done deployable solar panels before that track the sun, and it's fun, but also I think too much for what I'm trying to do here. And also, this thing that I just built here is not going to do what I wanted it to do. Hang on. What I wanted to do was go like this, and then throw in these, and then go up top with it. Like that. Am I I going to be able to weld these bottom pieces? Looks like it. Yeah, there we go. So we'll be able to attach onto the side of that. No lights on top of it then, but that's okay. That'll be okay. Let me go make some solar panels. And what am I? Am I out of water on my person? I'm not entirely out of water. Let's grab a little bit more here. Might as well eat while I'm in the truck. Okay, let's go put some of this stuff back. Why am I holding motors and large steel tubes? Did I not weld something? I hate when that happens. But let's put those back. Let's put these back. We don't need as many of those. Definitely don't need as many of those. All right. Okay, so we need 4 small grid solar panels. Did we do the... I don't think so. If we can, we'll come back to it later. Alright. Ooh, I'm getting a notification about heavy snowfall coming. At this very moment. So that's exciting. That's the kind of thing that typically doesn't knock out my power. So I'm not too worried about losing the stream halfway through like I would be if it was an actual thunderstorm, but... Alright, let's see what we could do here. My goal by the end of this stream is to have the truck disconnected and able to... I mean, we could at least take it for a test drive, and I'm going to get started on programming all the stuff. And I'd like to get at least the front kind of figured out in general. I don't know which of these is on which one, so we're going to turn them all off here. But yeah, that's my goal, is to have the truck just disconnected from the, you know, it's thingamajig there. Now, kind of disappointing though. This will cover up my cool little design there with the dip. And I can't have it stick out further because it'll hit the ladder. We could have it... I'm rethinking this now. I'm also thinking we could potentially put the corner solar panel on the front like this. You know, okay, because it might match that shape. I'm not sure. We could move the ladders if we wanted to. I think I'm just going to not care about it. We're going to make them blue because they're solar panels, and of course they got to be blue. We're going to go... Oh yeah, that will stick out too far to do the cornery ones there. Unless we did it... unless we did one... Oh no, because the corner one would have to go from here. Yeah, that won't work. Okay, this will be fine. This will be fine. So I think we want to go all the way up to there, and then there. Oh, that sticks out way far. How did I mess that up? Was I thinking it would go alongside the battery? I don't think I was thinking that. These are 7, aren't they? I mean, the solar panels are 10. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, yeah. 7 is 14. And this is going to be 20. So that makes sense. That it would hang off by 6. Well, I don't like that at all. Do not like. So what do we do instead? Do I just do a single? I think I'm just going to do a single set then. In the middle here. Maybe not blocking the ladder so that I could still get up and not smack into the solar panel. I think that would be a good idea. So, or maybe we just do... Yeah, I guess if I'm just doing one set, I could move the ladders back a little and have the solar panels stick out one. How big is the... Oops. How big is... Let me put the group in here. Come on, get on here. How big is this? If we were to put this like... I know it's not going to fit. Because it could still... If I had a place to attach it, it would stick out way, way, way forward of this. Right? This is where I need my jetpack. This is also 10, so here, I should just be able to go. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah, so this, it would stick out even further than that. Alright. Ah, see, I need smaller solar panels. I need, like, tiny modular solar panels. We can move the ladders back. Let's do that. I didn't damage you, did I? No. Alright, and then let's put the solar panels where I would like them to be. Oh. Something is clanging and I don't like it. I would like the solar panels to be, like, here. No, here is okay. Yeah, we'll do right there. And then we'll put the ladder back further. I guess I could cover up the remainder of this thing as well. Let's see. Let me dump all my parts into these for a second. Then we could do something like... Yeah, it looks okay. And then we'll just do a dumb cover up of this back part here in half blocks. In half blocks, so we could do. I'm out of steel plate. Oh my gosh. That probably means I'm not going to be able to place my ladders back. Oh, actually. Oh yeah, I could place the ladders anywhere, couldn't I? I could put them back where they were. We decided not to go outwards, so I'm going to plop them back where they were. I'll make them silver again in a bit. And actually now the solar panel helps with it because they don't look like they're sticking up anymore, which is nice. Looks like they're just attached to the edge of the solar panel. Good thinking, Fanatic. Or whoever came up with the solar panel, whoever mentioned solar panels. Let me go grab some steel plates. Oh, look at, there's 2 right there. Let's make more than 2. I don't need all the parts for 4 solar panels, do I? Do I? No, I don't. Alright. We're almost ready to bust this thing off. I don't want it to be like that. I want it to be like this. I hope in SE2 the blocks are a little, because they're all, every block is a quarter the size of these, which is super tiny, you know. Or not even a quarter, because it's 3 dimensions, so it'd be like a 16th. I don't know. Someone do that math. The each one of these, every single small grid armor piece is 1 steel plate, no matter the size of it. So I hope they do a better job of balancing that. I assume they will. I can't imagine like every single armor block being 1 single steel plate. Although, who knows if we're going to have even steel plates. So, oh, I don't like that this is on one side and that is on one side. Don't like that one bit. The indicators. Which way do I like it? I like the way that one is. I don't know that I'm going to have a thing that I can attach it to. Let's see. Oh yeah, I will. We'll go like that. There we go. I like that a lot better than the original idea of putting batteries up there. This is good. This is nice. I like it a lot. Alright, let's go look at it from the looking at it spot. Not bad. It's not bad. I like it. Alright, let's cut her down. Split it apart briefly. And then take a blueprint of it before everything goes wrong. Alright, that's the plan. Let me just think of the order of operations here, make sure. So we got wheels, we have our piston, we have our, the hinge is attached. So we're not gonna, right, if I detach, now it's detached, now it's attached, okay, good. We got lights on because the getting dark out. This thing needs more lights on it, but we'll get to that later. I think we're good, folks. Let's cut her loose. Then we'll finish up the front of the truck, and then that'll probably be it for the day. But let's cut it loose. Trying to think if there's anything. The batteries are on recharge right now. Oh yeah, let's check the batteries and see where they're at on here. Are they full? Power storage, 3.1 megawatt hours out of 3.1 megawatt hours. Good. Let's put them all on auto so that when I cut this loose, it doesn't just lose all power immediately. Alright. I'm stuck. 3, 2, 1. It's loose. It still has power. The suspensions have all sunk pretty far. We'll have to work on that. But there we go. It is its own grid now. I'm going to get this thing out of the way. Actually, maybe I should have kept that there to keep it from rolling forward. But okay. And we'll fix that antenna there. That's a placeholder. Alright, let's get... Oh, that was not a good flashing light situation. Let's take all of these suspensions. We'll have to rename all these. Maybe I'll probably do that off screen. Let's bring the strength up very slowly. Let's do maybe 25% to start with. That looks like it's holding everything up. We'll probably have to make the strength adjustable as the weight changes. But I think it's looking pretty good. Okay, so we are connected there. So I should be able to disconnect. Can I still jump up the top of you? Something tells me no. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, so that's the first connection. Alright, so when I sever this, When I sever this, we're going to be 2 completely separate grids connected by only this hinge. If anybody has any concerns, speak now. It's very important that the ladders be chrome before we separate them. Maybe I should have done like some something over the wheels, like mud guards or something. Oh well. Too late now. Let's separate it and hope we don't explode. Okay. We are good. We are 2 separate grids now. I want to rename one of these grids. Actually, both of these grids. Let's grab a control panel and... what am I looking for? This is going to be called... Oh, we don't have a name for this truck. This truck needs a name. Anybody who's still watching, throw name suggestions for the truck into the chat. I don't think we ever came up with a name, and if we did, I've completely forgotten it. So throw your name suggestions in there. I'm going to call this cargo trailer for now, just so I could find it in the list of blocks. And so that when I go to make a blueprint, it doesn't, I could, still tell what it is, but we're going to have to give it a real name soon. And I'm just going to call this, truck cab for now. Whoa, I'm driving. Oh god, I'm driving. Stop driving. Okay, the driving works. Driving works. Didn't mean to hit that button. That's good. I don't think I want to go driving in the dark just yet, and the rain, because I don't have any headlights on the front. I think the lights that I put underneath the beam blocks there are looking pretty good from the... Maybe I should make those like a different color. Alright, so it's good to go. One thing that I want to do is... Oh man, how am I gonna... I want to adjust the piston. Oh, is it showing me? Oh no, it's not. I thought it was showing me that. That's just the distance. I need to adjust the distance of the pistons. Distance of the pistons. Where is a good... Maybe I should just throw a control panel on the side here too, because I seem to have blocked off every single access to everything here. Let's say... Oh, and that's going to be hard to get into too, isn't it? Yeah, I think I'm just going to throw a control panel on the side. What am I holding on to? All that extra solar panel stuff. Maybe I have enough for a control panel just on me right now. Close. Alright, let's set the piston to... Actually, can I take the piston... Let's cut the velocity down significantly for a moment and say the max distance is going to be 0.5 meters. Then let's reverse it down and see what happens. Okay, I may have made it too slow. Double speed. Oh, that might have been... I mean, we hit the ground. That might have been perfect. That might have been perfect. Alright, I think I want it to go up a little bit more. Well, actually, what I want is... I want this to be lined up with that. So, what I'm going to do is, we're going to very carefully take our piston. I'm going to have it go a little bit more. Okay, so we're lifting up the truck there. That's what I did not want. So I basically want to just go until the truck is resting on the ground. So maybe that was a good spot. Okay. When it is right here, that's where it can't pull up anymore. So it's at 0.46. So let's say 0.4. Well, let's say 0.46. So if I go... Give it a second here. And it will... Oh, is it not touching the ground? I feel like that should have locked. So we're not lifting the truck yet. Oh yeah, that's a good point. I will depower the rear wheels after I figure out which ones are which. I need a more fanciful name. It's got to be like an animal or a concept or something like that for the truck. Okay, that was too low. Well, no, wait, it's not going anymore though, is it? Yeah, okay, well now it connected with the ground. So... that is probably where we're going to keep it then. So if I do that, and then... it's really great me standing right under here. Detach the rotor. So now we are two completely separate grids. And nothing has blown up. And that means I can now... blueprint. Blueprint. So now if anything goes wrong, I could just end the stream and hurry up and spawn everything back in and not worry about it. So let's, actually, I'm going to leave that disconnected for now so that I could focus on just doing the trailer. Or, I'm sorry, the cab. After I take a quick nap. Very moody out here today. That clanging is hopefully the solar panels and not the truck. Where's that unknown signal coming down? Is that up the mountain? That's on the other side of the mountain. Ah, the truck is still there. Good, good. This would be a difficult... if I wanted to print this truck out of the printer, that would be a difficult, difficult feat to pull. Alright, so let's, in the last half-ish hour here, let's look at what the front of this truck is going to be. So we do have some space here. Boy, so the front of vehicles is the thing that I'm the absolute worst at. So what are we going to do with the front of this? I could just put a grill on it. Oh, well, what I wanted to do actually was take the antenna that I had just taken off, the new parabolic antenna, and have that be kind of like the part of the grill on the front like this. So we will do that. I could do like a grill around it. Ooh, the camel's a good idea. I like that. That's good. That's a good suggestion. I like that. All right, we're gonna go with that. All right, so we could go. I'm kind of thinking I want to go like out one layer of just this exact shape. Maybe we'll do get the antenna sticking out one and do like a grill behind it with the barred windows. I kind of like the idea of making it like blue, like you know, like a Star Trek deflector dish. Though I'm not sure that any of these blues will actually look good with it, but whatever. We'll start with just building out the front shape here. What do I have on me, and what can I get rid of? Okay, let's go fix up our inventory for just a minute here. Alright, then let me grab... What do I need for those barred windows? Interior plates, okay. We'll grab all those back. And grab my steel plate back. There's probably more of that in here. And we'll leave the rest of that in there for now. I don't think I'll need it. I do need to leave room for lights on the front, so let's grab some construction components. I am not looking forward to having to relearn all of the... Like, it took me a long time to get intuitive about, oh yeah, this block needs this thing, and this block needs this thing, and... Not looking forward to learning that all again. I'm going to leave these spots empty for now. Let's see. So I literally want it to just extrude straight forward, basically. I think. So, extrude is a pretty good word. Like that. I think is okay. I could put the lights, the normal headlights, like here. I think. Let's see. Do I want this to just literally stick forward right there, or do I want the top row to kind of keep on keeping on? I think I do. We'll have the top row go down. Everything else will just come straight forward. Yeah. Dromedary is a good one too. I like that. Is that how you spell it? I have no idea how to spell it. I'm going to take your word for it. And I'm going to fill in these missing spots here. Alright. Were there any other pieces that people told me needed to be on here that I didn't put in yet? Last call. I think we're going to put the antenna there. And then barred windows. We'll do... Let me grab the correct color off the wheel here. We're going to put it... They're going to be kind of behind the... Oh, they're girders. Why did I think they were interior plate? What was I looking at? I don't know why I searched for interior plate when I actually need girders. Let me make a few more of them. Didn't need too many. Something be behind this? Nah, it's fine. Oh, that's right. This does a weird thing with the... There's no barred window other side, right? Yeah. I don't like the idea of the bars going vertical on one side and horizontal on the other side. So we will just not do that. In fact, I'm going to take off this one and this one. It's just going to be these. Yeah, now I'm thinking I was going to have the antenna stick out further. Now I'm wondering if I even really want to have the bars on the front. Because look how I did it on the other truck. Oh, I didn't. I thought I had done this. I thought I had done the bars on the other truck, but I guess I didn't. So don't use that as an example. Hmm. Yeah. So, changing my mind. We're gonna try some things here. Get that antenna placed so I can see. So I think I want it on the top, on the front like this, like that. We could build around it. What sort of interesting things do I have? I'm trying to avoid mods and stick to vanilla and DLC. So what sort of interesting small grid nonsense could I maybe put around this? Coffee machine. These don't come in. Yeah. That's not gonna... We have small grid... We don't have small grid railings. Yeah. Let's see. Scaffolding frame we don't have. Frostbites. We got dead engineers. Well, maybe we just leave it then. Maybe we just leave it. And, I don't, yeah, now that I'm not doing the grill on the front, I don't really want to have it come straight out anymore. So I think we are going to adjust this a little bit. Grills are for gasoline vehicles anyway, so. Alright, so. Alright, now I am digging the idea of, I've accidentally put this, chrome on the front. I kind of dig that. What if we made the front of it just pure chrome? And then we make the deflector something else. And yeah, I am calling it the deflector. So we could do that. I still have a... let's see, if I still want to have lights... well, I can put lights along the front there, but do I have a... Hang on a second. I have a shape that I could use for, let's see. No, that's the opposite of what I'm looking for. Yeah, that's actually a good idea too. Spare tires is a little bit of a decoration. We could put a couple spare tires along the bottom here. I'm gonna think about that. I don't know if I had planned for that better. I think we could have done something with that. Might be a good idea to take one of these sized wheels and just jam it on the side here, or on the back, or underneath here, or something like that. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get the shape that I'm looking for, because it's all, what I'm looking for is something that ends with this side as a half slope base, but still matches all the other sides, and I don't think we have anything like that. Unless it is in here. It would be like... Yeah, so not you. Oh, maybe you, actually. Actually. No. No, that's the wrong direction. See, you would have to be... No. That too would not work. I would need you to be like that shape, and that won't do it. And you're not gonna... You're kind of going the wrong way. Actually, are you? Maybe. Maybe it don't matter. No, that's not what I want. Definitely not. Definitely not. You would have to end up like that. That's no good. You're no good. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So good enough with what I had. And actually, no, that's not even a bad thing. I could work with that. Because the side things don't necessarily have to match perfectly. They could stick out. Like, so I'm going to do that. Because I want to put some lights on that front part there. So we'll do that. Then I think underneath, we might just do... that. We could put a couple of wheels, small wheels under there, just for effect. Like, where is just the small wheel? Where's just the small suspension? Off-road wheel 1x1. Not the picture I would have expected, but yeah, we can go like that. Would it look better like that? I don't care. It's all good. And then that gives me... kind of looks like a winch, almost, then. That gives me places where I could still put lights on it. And... ooh, I just had a good idea. Let's take the... no, I did not want to take that out. What was that? Was that you? Yeah, it was you. Alright, let me go and get these, and then I'll finish my thought. Okay, so what I was thinking was we will go let's see, then I could do lights here and spotlights here. Or I could do light and spotlight on the side there. That would probably work. So what I'm thinking is... yeah, okay. So I don't know what color the dish is going to be yet. We'll do that in a minute. But I'm going to put it there. Then I want to get some of these... yeah, and do some... I know I'm putting like panel on top of panel here, but this way I can get like some surface color. Come on, there we go. There, we can do that. That, and then I want to do the halfling like this. We could go all the way in front of that, but I think that would look worse. There we go. Yeah, that's not bad. Alright, and then let's weld this up. And then figure out what color that's going to be, because I don't want it to be chrome. Maybe just plastic would be okay. Let's see. Well, I've got this black color up there that I use nowhere else. Maybe I should use that in other places. Or maybe I should just make that black also silver. Nah. Let's see. Let's make it... I don't think blue is going to look good. We could make it... Hold on. What was I looking for? Where's plastic at? Plastic. Red. Maybe let's see what black plastic looks like. Yeah, I kind of like that. Yeah, it's not bad. Then we'll throw on some lights. Then it's pretty much done, except for any sort of like automation stuff that I want to do to it. So we're going to do offset. No, I don't want to respawn, but thank you. Thank you for offering. Do we not? No? Button? Thank you. And a regular little spotlight there for drive-ins. Am I out of construction components? And then I think I probably might want to get some more of these side spotlights up on the top there too. So let me... I probably don't have the construction components for this, but... let's see. So if I said spotlight... Oh, they're not called spotlights, are they? They're called... They are called... What are they called? That's the wrong group. They're called floodlight. There we go. So I'm going to want... Oh, and these need steel plates, so I can place them already. I want to do a floodlight diagonal. This is left, apparently, even though I'm putting it on the right side of the truck. I guess they want it to be this way? I actually kind of like that. Okay. Except I want it to be like down and forward. Like that. Okay. All right. So we've got our... What, didn't I... Didn't it say I pulled everything? I swear it said I pulled everything. No, it did not. It did not. I was not paying attention. Yeah, see, all components withdrawn successfully. That's weird. Okay, whatever. Whatevs. All right, so there we go. The dromedary is ready. I like it. I like the way it turned out. It's a simple enough front that that I'm not upset about it, which is rare for me. What do we have in terms of the half slope tips, left and right? I think I might. I think I may. I think I might change these to be the half slope tip like this. Tip left, tip right. Yeah, that was it. That was the finishing touch. Okay, all right. I like it. And then we've got a nice clear view from inside the cab. Or at least mostly clear. We'll have to set all this stuff up. I might want to throw a programmable block or something on here to be able to show me the cargo capacity of the stuff in the back. That shouldn't be too hard. Let's see. This is all welded up nice and good. Good and plenty. Got our lights down in there for effect. Got our big battery on the top. Got our solar panels looking all neon. We are currently actually disconnected. Oh, what does that camera look like when we look through the camera? Oh, perfect. Oh, God. Stop. Right there. Stop. Okay, that'll actually be... But we might have to take the power down a little bit on those wheels. But if I connect here while standing on this, there we go. So just kind of push the truck forward a little bit to connect the cab. Oh, and someone said to turn off the power to the suspensions back here, which is a really good idea. Or maybe I should change... No, let's just... No, I don't want to turn them off. I want to turn propulsion off. If I turn them off, won't they just, like, the power will shut off and, like, the whole thing will sag down, right? So I think I want to just turn propulsion off. Even though I can't drive with them anyway. I think that means they won't drag, right? Nothing's going to steer them, so I don't have to worry about that. Because it's on a subgrid. And I'm not going to do the subgrid driving script. And it does kind of look like that unknown signal's coming down kind of close. Could take the truck out, go drive over to it. I don't know where that's going to land. It might be up on that little hill right there. Well, let's not for the moment until we have everything set up. But I like the way it turned out. I really do. I think it looks really good. I really hope that we made this thing stick out far enough that the isn't going to be a problem landing on it. I also hope that these 3 wheels instead of 2 isn't going to be too big of a problem. But we could always actually bunch them up a little bit more. I put a lot of space in between, but since they're not going to be turning, there's no chance that they would ever clip into each other. So we could actually bunch them up a little bit more. Or like take out the middle one and move this one back further. We'll think about it. That would be annoying to do now. But I'm not going to worry about getting that. Alright, I think that's going to do it for today. So next time, which should be... Hang on, what's the calendar of Christmas? Well, I'll get my calendar out in here and decide whether or not we're streaming next week. We're definitely doing EDF 6, 7, 8, or 9 tomorrow. If you've been watching that stream, you'll understand what I mean. Next Thursday, possibly, for Space Engineers. Possibly. So I'm going to leave it. I'm going to put it on the calendar, but we'll have to see, because I'll be at my parents' out, and I might be home in time for the stream, or I might just be completely exhausted from being at their house all day. So we're going to play it by ear for next Thursday, but like I said, I'm off, and so I will probably just move it to another day of the week next week. So or maybe a weekend or something. But we'll play it by ear. So EDF tomorrow. Sunday is Halo. I'm pretty sure that is happening. No one's told me that they are backing out of it yet. So then Space Engineers, I have a feeling Thursday will be okay to do, but we'll see. All right, sound good for everybody? Once again, if you enjoyed the stream, please consider throwing a like on it. And if you'd like to get notified when I go live, consider subscribing. And if you'd like to get further notifications, you could join the Discord, which you just type bang Discord, exclamation mark Discord. That's my programmer thing coming through. Exclamation mark Discord in the chat, you know, do the chat command. And it'll give you the link for it. And I do post, if I'm rescheduling things, I usually post in there. Unless it's well ahead of time and I feel like I can get away with just moving the stream, so. Anyway, that was a long-winded way of me saying sometimes I tell you when I'm moving things and sometimes I don't. Okay, all good. I'm going to go get a drink of water in the truck here. And, oh, I could just walk right through here. Ooh, I really hope that this is going to have a good turn radius. Let's see, let me hop into the truck here. Let me grab my water and my food. And we're going to go ahead and end the stream here, folks. So thank you very much. Looking forward to Space Engineers 2. You got the schedule coming up, and I will talk to you later. Have a good weekend if you don't see the stream tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Oh, look at that. My ending button didn't work. Let me try it again. Good night, everybody.